This is what you might have missed on BCSN Sports Nightly.
It is Thursday night, and it's time to go in the paint. You notice I'm the only guy in studio. Dion and Dre, though, they're here. Let's go out to the east side. There they are, wearing earth tones tonight for the city championship game. Fellas, let's get right to it. City championship, Bowser, City League champs.
As we get into this discussion on the City League championship, first of all, Woodward Polar Bears, North Side, Bowser Rebels, the South Side Toledo in here tonight. I mean, can you talk about the electricity in this building tonight? Was it old school, D?
Yes, outstanding, and you know that. It was packed to the Raptors. Really proud of the North End, Dre. They came out, supported, proud of the South End. Those guys came out too. But, you have to understand, Woodward has not been here since 1964. So for them to come out and give the effort that they gave was outstanding tonight.
Oh, and you talk about what you saw on the floor. I have to piggyback that and say, it touches you to see this type of energy, I guess almost brought back, restored, if you will. This used to be commonplace, generations ago.
Oh, yeah.
And so we all know this very well. So just to see these kids come out here, compete tonight at an extremely high level, I don't know if we had a loser.
No.
At the end of the day, did we really have a loser?
No, it was a great game, but you got to credit Bowser, Dre, because this is what I like. Okay, they started off, everybody gave them all this credit, all this props. They were reading their clippings, make no mistake about it. And I think they started, believing in the hype, and they had some bumps in the road. But they came out tonight and showed why all the prognosticators, including myself and you, picked them to be the number one team in the city. They proved it tonight.
Well, indeed they did. They put in the work, like you said. They went through the valleys. They stayed together as a unit. I think that's the one thing that the highlight here, because that's what's most important, especially as we talk about postseason and what this could do for this team. You know what I mean? So seeing these guys go through that, go through the entire season, like we said, stick together, very impressive. Again, impressive showing. Delonte Brown showed up tonight and looked like the leader that you hope he will be.
All right, fellas, so Bowser gets the win, but what about Woodward? You got to talk about the Polar Bears. I can see they're fired up about the Polar Bears. What a great effort tonight for the Northsiders.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, Woodward, the job that Coach Nabbs has done with that Woodward Polar Bear team, I mean, it can't be overstated enough. I mean, he came in. Now, you have to remember, he was picked to finish last. And to make it this far, and this was a team that didn't just look like they were happy to be here.
Right.
They looked like they came to win. And at the end of the game, if they make a couple layups off those steals, they actually win. But more importantly, he's restored some pride back to that North End.
Yeah,
because, your parents, grandparents will tell you, at a time, the North End was the place to be. Woodward, Cole Mives, the names could go on, Ben Williams. A lot of guys came out of that Woodward program.
Yeah, and you talk about the pride, and you talk about just to see the fans in here.
Yes.
We mentioned the fact this place was packed to the rafters, but again, for a lot of people on the north side, any of you who know, living in the 419, living in the inner city, it's a little more than a game. Yes. To some people. And so, again, the electricity of that, and again, Coach Nabbs and his staff, Daryl White Owens, all those guys over there, they stuck in with these guys. It's not easy to bring young men through a basketball season, again, with some of the things that they deal with on a societal level over there that a lot of the kids don't in some of the other areas.
Well, you're exactly right. And I remember when Coach Nabbs took this job, he asked me what I thought. I said, I don't think you can win over there. I just didn't believe it.
Right.
But he believed in it, proved me wrong, which I'm glad he did. And the administration over there for hiring a great guy like that, you should be applauded as well.
All right, so let's move away from the city championship game for a moment. A couple of nights ago, Mark versus Mark. Donnell versus Loving, Ohio State, Michigan. Two local kids stealing the show.
I'm just proud of what's going on in the 419 because nationally, people are starting to recognize the talent that we have in all sports. I mean, we got to think about it. We had a guy last year that actually played in the College World Series, Jake Rudnicki. I got to mention that.
All right,
Kaiser
impressive.
for football. I got to go there. And then the guys, Vito and everybody that they're doing, outstanding.
Well, hey, again, it's always a thing to celebrate. Again, that is what this network is about. Again, always putting the light on these guys, these young ladies, these young men. It just overwhelms you. A night like tonight, again, as we move it across, again, to come from the local area, like you said, to take it on a global stage like that. Again, the young people busy. Everybody, we're busy. BCSN is busy. Big E, you're busy back in the studio.
Be sure to watch Sports Nightly weeknights at 10:30 on BCSN and follow us on Twitter at sports_nightly.